Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my final April check-in and my final collab video with Romina. It's been a journey, it's been a learning experience, and it's also been such a challenge for me to do this. So I'm happy it's kind of over, but I'm happy I learned new ways of budgeting and, considering, what other people go through in their budgets. So let me get started. So right here, of course, I have Romina's budget stickers, which I use all through April to document, my cash envelope transactions and sinking fund transactions. And of course, right here on the side, I have my cash envelopes that are still currently containing any cash still available to me. And of course we have my Erin Condren where I've been tracking everything since day one. So let me go ahead and move into April. Now if you guys want an Erin Condren, they will be coming out with new planners on the 8th, and if you're a email insider, I think you get sneak peeks or advance purchasing on the 6th or the 7th. So if you're interested, that I have links down below where you get $10 off your first purchase, or if you're already an Erin Condren buyer, I do have an affiliate link you would like to use. Alright, so we are here. Now, I decided to wait this long because April at the end of the month has this weird 2-day situation right over here. So I was supposed to check in yesterday, but I was like, why? I didn't want to do that because I'm like, I still had a full Monday to go and a full Tuesday to go to track, my expenses. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is track the entire week, last week, and these 2 days, because we are on Tuesday and I'm basically staying home and not leaving. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in really quickly so you guys can see the whole planner situation. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start with groceries, which is, it's right here. I have my key right here. So basically this is a compliment card from Erin Condren and a coil clip, and basically I just put, the stickers that Romina graciously gave to me for this collab series, and I named them what each category is. So the red was for sinking funds, and gasoline is for blue, groceries is green, spending is pink, and laundry is yellow. Hopefully that yellow's picking up okay, because in my screen it looks so hideous, but it's not, I promise. So I'm gonna put that back in there. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and track groceries. Now the thing with me is that I kind of use my grocery money interchangeably with me sometimes eating out, and that's what I did this time around. So what I did, let me grab a pen really quickly. This is the Erin Condren gel pen. Let me zoom you guys out a bit because I don't like how full that looks. I went to King Taco basically. I was having kind of rough night. Essentially, basically, I've been in a weird, not depressing, but almost like a weird slump of me not working. So that day, when was it? It was on the 26th. It was payday. I thought I was getting paid. I didn't get paid, so I used my cash envelope to go to King Taco so I can feel a little bit better. So I went to King Taco and I used my grocery money, and I spent, what was it, $16.48 there. I think I got 3 sopes, and my boyfriend got what do you call it, a quesadilla de asada, and I was like, cool, that's fine, I don't care. So that's what happened on the 26th, as you can see there. Now I did round it up to 17 because I got rid of the change that same day. So you know me, I hate change. If I can get rid of it, I do. So I just put it in my cup holder, in my car, little cup stuff, and I went on with my day. I only kept the cash. So, and then that prior on the 22nd, I went to Target, and this was actually used for household items and some groceries. So I know I picked up ice, and I think I picked up, my bad, I picked up, I don't know if it was like, I don't know if it was body wash or shampoo or toothpaste, but I picked something up, and that total run cost me $10. And this one I decided to run it up because I couldn't find the receipt, but I know it was like $10 because I only went there for like basic necessities, because I love ice. Like, I need to have ice drinks all the time. I cannot stand room temperature anything, and if it comes out of the fridge and it's cold, I still want to add ice. So I'm an ice person, so I love having ice, and ice is like the one thing I like having, especially in the mornings, because I like making my iced coffee. So that's that. So those are the 2 trips that I had to the grocery store. So that's that. For the next thing that I did pump gas. Where's my blue one? So since I haven't been working and I've only been going to therapy, I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and pump gas. And the funny thing is, like, I wasn't supposed to pump gas, but I got lost going to therapy. So basically all the exits going to my therapy were closed, so I had kept rerouting, and it was so packed in Puente Hills, and there was so much construction that it was so congested that I literally was running out of gas, that I almost said screw my appointment. I'm like already like 10-20 minutes late. Like, I need to pump gas and just go home. I even called the place, and they're like, no. They're like, come in, don't worry about it, we'll still take you no matter how late you are. So I was like, oh my god, okay, cool. So I pumped gas. I pumped $40. So let's put gasoline. And it was so expensive. It took $40 to pump gas. It was insane. I was like, oh my, the gas prices over there were like $4.17. I think I paid $4.17 to pump gas. So that's how that one looks. And that one was done on the, when did I pump gas? On the 24th, because that's when I go to therapy and see my doctor. It's so weird because I thought I had an appointment on the 1st, because yesterday I went to therapy, and then I checked my paperwork and I don't have any doctor's appointment or therapy until the 9th, because this was my last set of therapy, but they had to order new therapy for me, and we're just in the midway processing of, you know, authorization. So there would be no point into me seeing a doctor today if there was like no actual therapy going on here, so they can get an update of how I'm doing. So this is just gonna be a blank week of nothing. So this whole week I'm gonna be home. Hopefully I'm gonna try filming a whole bunch of videos for you. So if you guys have any requests on what you want to see from me, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. Or if you have any questions that you want to ask me, go ahead and comment them down below, because maybe I can do a Q&A. I know I haven't shown my face in a while, so I kind of want to do that. So yeah, but that's all I did on the 24th. I pumped 40 bucks, and since I keep going back, let me see, yesterday I went back and forth to therapy, then I went with my mom, we went to Downey, then we went back, and then I came home. I'm now at a half tank, which is not bad because that's a week's worth of nonsense right there. Great. So the next thing I want to do is concentrate on laundry. There you go. Laundry is the last category that I'm using. And laundry is yellow. I went to do laundry with my little sister. This was a time when I was having restrictions and my hand is still kind of numb and I can't really lift a lot. So we went, and because this Sunday we went and did all my normal clothes, but then I was like, oh no, you guys, I'm like, I still, on Tuesday I needed to do my big sheets, and my boyfriend said that he was going to help me out with this, and then at the end he ended up working. So what I did here is I did laundry with my little sister. She came over and she helped me like carry my shit to the car and help me put it in the machines, and I was like, oh, I'm so grateful. So here at the laundry, I spent $9 because those big load machines are so expensive, and I had a lot of covers. And then not only that, my boyfriend left the detergent in his car, so I had to buy like just a pack of detergent from the like liquor store right next door. So, and then I bought my sister a drink because I was like, you know what, you should just grab something because you're being super nice. So yeah, in total I spent $90 at the laundry. And then she's supposed to help me with laundry this week as well. Not that I'm on, like, my hand is on restrictions for not carrying so many things, but you know, I don't want to keep hurting my hand in case. So she's gonna come by. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow that we're gonna go and do laundry, but as right now I'm still at home doing nothing. So that is that. I don't have any spending money because that envelope is empty. Sinking funds, I have this weird thing about the sinking funds. So I went ahead and I returned my Walmart purchase, the one that I used for beauty, the $30 one, and then that same day when I returned it, I kind of exchanged the items, so it kind of like blanked itself out again. So I'm not gonna include it because I already marked it and I just returned something and then I bought something else for the same amount, so I'm not gonna include that. So that's what I did. So I had 2 no spend days, here and here, and yesterday. So, oh, let me see, did I have any no spends? So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no spend days on April. So, woo, yay me. All right, so now let's move on to this side of the planner. So this is where we do the weekly check-ins, and right here I'm just gonna combine them as to what is going on. Right here I'm putting 0 because I haven't been spending anything, so this is gonna get all zeros. So we're just gonna concentrate on this week right over here. So for laundry I did spend $9, so I am marking that. And let me get my calculator. So if we go over here, let me zoom you guys in just a bit more. $23.50 minus $9. I should have $14.50. I'm gonna go ahead and mark $14.50. Now let's hope I have that because I have 10. Oh my god. I told my sister to change 5 and then she changed to 10 and I was like, oh my god, I can't. So then I got 11. What is this? 12. 13. Yep, $14.50. I do have $14.50. And this is going to be very helpful since I'm not working currently. I can just roll this over for the next month. So I'm going to have $14.50 for the next month, which is going to be great. Like that, I don't actually have to stuff this cash envelope anytime soon. So for groceries, I spent, how much did I spend? Here's my groceries. $10 at Target. And then I'm gonna say, $17 at King Taco. So I spent $27 in groceries. One was true groceries, the other one was just nonsense. Well, my food, so I can feel better. So then I had 37 prior to that, so I should have $10 in grocery money. Come over here. I do have $10, so that's great. So I have $10 to roll over for May. Next thing I did, gas. I pumped 40. I already know that. So I had 120. So let's go over here. 120 minus 40. I should have $80. I'm pretty sure that's true. I don't touch that envelope at all. That is strictly for gas. This is one envelope I don't mess with. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I do have $80 in here, which is great because that means I can do $40 this upcoming Friday and then $40 next upcoming Friday, and then when hopefully I get paid again, I can stuff my cash envelopes for that. So I feel like this is for, I'm gonna roll this over for this pay weeks that I didn't actually have. I'm still waiting on that check. So that's that. So I'm really happy about this. I'm actually rolling over a lot of money. That's great. Spending, I had 0 and I still have 0. And then here I'm putting 0 for the remaining 2 days. 0, 0, 0, and I'm leaving it at $14.50. Right here for laundry, I'm leaving it at $10 for groceries and $80 for gas. And 0 for spending. So I want to take this time and then just recap of what is it that I feel about the collab, about the whole budgeting system. So let's start with my monthly view, because my monthly view to me is a happy place. I like to see. It's just something I like to look at. And I'm not a fan of the tracking system. Although it looks super nice and I like to have, you know, something to color code and to, you know, keep me accounted for, it's not something that I will continue to do. I know Romina loves this. A lot of other people love it too because they just love to, I know like Plan and Healing, or I'm sorry, I'm messing up your entire name. And I think a couple of other people love to track their transactions, but this is not something that is feasible for me, or just I don't use this data, so therefore I don't like it. So I will tell you for sure in the future I will not be using the system. It's nice to think about it and to see all the color coding, but it's not for me. To me, this is stressful for me to, like, you know, keep, you know, a record of my transactions, of my receipts. I cannot keep with the weekly check-ins. It's just not feasible for me. I like to stuff my cash envelopes and I like to see the money go away, and once the money starts going away, it's when I really freak out and I tell myself, girl, you need to cut it, but not to track it. So that was one thing I learned, is that I cannot be a transaction tracker. I can't do it. I don't like it. So let me go ahead and move on to the May month spread. If we move on to the monthly budget, right, we move right over here. This I'm not too mad about, okay? Oh, talking about that, I should update you guys on everything that I made, huh? So let's go over here real quickly before I overview this. So 1423.48 plus 1467.53 plus 1697.34 plus 386.30. I made a total of $4,974.65. Now the reason why that one is so off is because on this one I included 3 paychecks, but this third one that happened on the 26th is still not in, so therefore I can't account it for April. So that's why I'm super short on it. So I'm putting, what is it, $4,974.65. That is how much I made for the month of April, which is still a pretty good chunk to me. And then over here, I'm not gonna bother with filling out this just because I'm not gonna use this data for anything. So I just want to go ahead and review of how I felt about the April budget. Now I love this layout. I love the colors. I love the stickers. I really enjoy it. I cannot do the expected and the actual. Kind of not my thing. I like to just know my actuals when they happen. But I do understand when you're trying to plan out your whole month. The variable expenses, this is easy. I think I can do this without a doubt. This was pretty easy. The fixed expenses is also pretty easy to keep up with. but just to give a glance at it. Not so much the income totals. I'm not going to use the data for it, like I said. Once I budget something out, it kind of is the actual, unlike like my gas or my groceries, but those are cash envelopes, so I really just roll them over like what I'm doing now, or by the end of the month they're kind of pretty gone. If I'm doing them on a weekly basis, they're kind of depleted by then. So it was nice to see how much I can do within a month's worth of cash envelopes, you know, where I did over budget or I under budgeted. But yeah, however, I will be keeping this layout because like one or two of you guys suggested that, or a couple of you guys suggested that this was actually very helpful for you guys to see. So this is something I am keeping in my Erin Condren budget planner. So I will be doing this for May just so you guys can see the layout of what's going to happen that month. However, I will not refer to it because I will be doing my bi-weekly paychecks how I usually do them. But this is nice to see as a whole. Now, the only thing I would say for me that I can't do a monthly budget is because since I get paid bi-weekly, I need to see which items are getting taken out at specific times. So it was so hard for me to, you know, concentrate on what's going on. So I actually had to highlight, you know, what was taken out and what was not. Like that my eyes could go straightly, like, oh, my rent hasn't been pulled out, or like my student loan hasn't pulled out, and like that, you know, I know that these are the two things I'm missing. But when it was like a blank canvas, I was so confused and it kind of threw me off. So though this layout didn't work for me a lot, I did like to see everything that was, you know, the totals that everything amounted, even though I had to add like a couple here and there because I kept forgetting. This was useful in the certain categories, but this top section I couldn't deal with, and then this bottom section I couldn't deal with. Now I do have that snowball that I could probably add up, but at the moment I'm not even going to do that because I think some of these numbers were off, because at one point I even think I ranted on Twitter like my calculations was off by like $200 and I could not figure it out, and up to this day I still can't figure it out. But yeah, this is helpful to see everything laid out and to see what is your expected variable and fixed expenses. But as for, you know, your expected income and, you know, these miscellaneous, that's not something I'm actually able to do or want to do in the future, but I am happy to experience this, and I think this was such a lovely spread. I really did like it. I'm sad I had to ruin it with the highlight because I just couldn't keep up with like so much going on in one page. But yes, this was my monthly budget. I'm gonna keep it for May, and then I think I also have one for June because I bought one from Shea Budget. So yeah, let me move now on to the sinking funds aspect. Alright, so if we move along here to the back portion, we have sinking funds and variable expenses. So let me go ahead and come over here. So I did like the thought of having the sinking funds laid out because it did tell me, you know, what each category has. What I did not like was the plus and minus, and not that I didn't like the ending, but I just did it wrong because I didn't know how to use it. So I did like to set up the sinking funds because it allowed me to count how much each one had. So I was really happy about that. The only thing that I couldn't keep up with was with the transaction log. I mean, this was really easy because sinking funds aren't used very often in my budget because I tried to have that already budgeted out in my main paycheck. These are just in case, you know, there are certain times that I forget, like a birthday or like my car, I don't know, or wants to be like, hello, hey, I'm here, or like medical. But everything else I really don't use. It's just, you know, small savings I like to keep. But tracking it is kind of like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta keep my receipt. So even though I like to see what my sinking funds were used to or towards to, I already know that that's why I have my sinking funds. Therefore, I don't like to track. I think I'm just a non-tracker. That's what I am. I like to set it up, but I don't like to track the transactions just because I know that those cash envelopes are going to be used for their intended purposes. Therefore, I really just don't want to do this. I think it's just I'm lazy, but I really want to keep this top portion. Like if I had an option to set up my sinking funds again, which I have in my other baby planner over there, if not, if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it right here. I would like to keep that, but I would only want to keep this in my font, like in this monthly page, so I can see every month, you know, how my sinking funds are doing, because I know that I'm going to put a beginning balance for sure. I'll probably put an adding balance, but I won't put like an ending balance or a subtracted balance. That's exactly how I am. But I did like the layout of it. It's pretty. You know, stickers always make everything look pretty. And I think it's just, you know, it's just how you budget. So I would only keep the top portion of the sinking funds tracker, but not the transactions. Now, we're here for the variable income. Variable income, I like to break it down with taxes, with, you know, miscellaneous transactions that I had to do, and, you know, the overall revenue of my variable income. This really didn't allow me to do that here because you would, like I said, you would track the estimated or your actual, and then you would leave, you would have to, you know, break it down in this format where it's all jumbled into everything. So if I say I have a bonus check and a YouTube check, you know, it's all mumble jumbled in here, and you really don't know where it's coming from or from which side. So this one page I would not keep at all in my budget. I didn't find it really helpful in the way it's set up. It's just because I'm a bi-weekly budgeter. So for those out there, don't take, you know, my overall experience and my overall review of doing a monthly budget, take it with a grain of salt. Budgets are personal, and for me, if I find something in my budget frustrating or I'm not liking it, it's making me unhappy, then I'm doing my budget wrong. Just so you guys know, your budget is not supposed to make you feel frustrated or restrained. It's supposed to make you feel happy and motivated, and it's supposed to make you want to look at it. And from what I can tell you, I was not looking at this planner at all. The whole time I had it, I wasn't looking at it until I had to film a video, because it was just not something that I would want to keep up with, just in my context of words. So I'm used to a very specific type of planning, and I'm pretty sure Romina was too. I know at the end she was frustrated with my method, and I was frustrated with her method, but at the end we were some troopers, you guys. Be proud of us, because it is hard to just completely abandon a system that is working for you, like to the core, and then to just adopt something else and just have to work with what you got, even though it's like kind of like damaging to your own, you know, personal like finance. It wasn't like damaging us, but it was kind of like, you know, hey, where does my money go? And I can't, like for me, I couldn't figure out where everything was at, and I think for her, she didn't have enough cash. So that's our thing. So yeah, that's all I know I kind of went off there, but yeah, just know that budgets are very personal. They don't have to work out for you. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing, and you can create your own, you know, makeshift of budget that really works out for you and your family and your finances. But yeah, overall, I survived. We survived. I have spares, you guys. This usually doesn't happen at the end of my bi-weekly paychecks. Usually everything's kind of depleted. But it's nice to see that I actually have extra money in my cash envelopes. I would probably keep the sinking funds section up here. I would get rid of the variable income for my budget. I would only keep this monthly budget for my viewers to see the entire breakdown of my month, to see how much I'm expecting to spend, how much I'm expecting to pay for debt, and that's it. I wouldn't keep this top portion at all. I would completely cut off all weekly check-ins. It's not something I enjoy doing. It's not something I would want to continue doing. And then I would also cut off tracking my transactions in my monthly overview. As you guys may know, this layout makes me really happy. This is what I like to see. I like to see what bills are there, because then I get to see, you know, have I paid those? Has the transaction posted? I only want to see what financially is pending for me, and you know, like important things like my mortgages, my four walls. That's all I want to see in my paydays. Maybe twice here, like an event that I might have, like a birthday or something, like my sister, but that's it. I wouldn't want to like just fill it up, because then to me my brain is like whoa 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 whoa. It's like an overload, and I can't do it. So yeah, that is it. That is everything. I will be keeping the debt tracker. You will see that in an upcoming video, or like maybe tomorrow. I think that's where I put it. You will see this. I'm keeping this. I just will not use the washi right here, because I don't need to use the APRs or additional payment. I don't need to do this. I like having my numbers really big. But I would keep the washi, the script, and you know, just lay out my debt like I usually do. But yeah, overall I had a fun experience. I know I kept, you know, from time to time I kept telling Romina like, oh my god, am I doing this right? And then I would just like, wow. I'm like, we both at the end got super excited that, you know, this challenge was over, and whew, it was a whirlwind, you guys. It was a whirlwind. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the videos. Let me know what are your thoughts on monthly budgeting.